Hi, team.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, everyone.
Ooh, I like this
Boomba, are
layout.
you in it?
Oh, fuck. I have Twitch on. Hi, everyone. This is awkward.
Wait, what is this? Where are we?
I like it.
These are new overlays.
Who are you?
I'm Vnoid. Don't play it yet. We're not actually starting it.
Vnoid.
Hi.
No.
That was perfect timing. I was like, who are you? And the dramatic music started playing. You look
Amazing.
You
different.
know what? Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 16th episode of Spellbound Saga.
Wow!
Yeah.
He's
Anders
led-
was here the whole time.
He was. But everyone,
My
welcome.
name
Hey!
is Mitchell Mars, and I'm here leading today's
I'm throwing
journey.
rocks at your window. Shut the fuck up. Thank you for the tier 1 sub, Boomba. But everyone, welcome to Spellbound Saga. We have a couple changes, as you can see. Some things are different. For one, the overlay is different because I had to accommodate for 6 people instead of 5. So no more Roll20 for any of you. You're not allowed to see it anymore. Sorry. We do have everyone here still, aside from Jam, who is absent. Yeah. Anyway, let's
They're lying.
roll call. Everyone, welcome to Spellbound Saga, where a bunch of us stupid-ass, nerdy-ass VTubers, we play D&D, run by me, your host, Vnoid. I'm Vnoid. I am your Dungeon Master for this evening, and I have a new model. Yay! Spellbound is now perfectly themed because I have a Spellbound Saga model. Rigged by yours truly. The character design is by Anarchist Hunter, so please check him out. He's the one that did the Starting Soon screen for Spellbound Saga as well. He's a super talented artist. Please check him out. I don't know if he's in chat today, but he's very, very talented. Please go check him out. Today we have River, played by Salted Cara. Okay, that barely picked up, but cool. We have Haname, played by Company. I am Company. Company can't talk today, but so I will be relaying Company's everything. We have. I'm just gonna. Sorry, Merchul Mars. I'm gonna name the full-on players first, and I'll introduce you later.
Okay, sounds good.
We have Cole, played by Legend of Boomba.
Bunga bunga.
True. He's speaking facts. And we have Chains, played by Demon King Rubo.
Mwahaha.
And we have Anders, played by Merchul Mars, also known as...
Liam.
and my brother is what I was going to say, but okay. Everyone, welcome to episode 16 of Spellbound Saga, our first official guest arc. Hurrah. No one's cheering, okay? No one's excited.
Yay!
Okay, that's...
Yay!
Thank you.
It's also
Oh, my
really hot.
wildest
Stop
dreams
melting.
have come true.
I'm really cold.
Me
I'm
too.
I am also really
It's hot.
cold.
I'm dying.
Okay, well...
But in our area, it's cold, I guess.
Well, the city is on fire currently, so I guess you're just in character, Uzo.
Mm-hmm. It's burning.
Okay.
Shall I start the music?
Shall
Is
you?
that a segue?
Yeah, it is a segue. Let's go. Let's get into it. Everyone, where we left off, it had turned out that the rebellion leader Val had started an attack on the city unprepared. You guys knew nothing of it, and attempted to kill the other 3 rebellion leaders and succeeded in one case. Amaryllis is dead. Xerxes is alive, still fighting, and Scale is on his last legs, just revivified by Trick. And none other than Lieutenant Anders Noticed of the Myronese army stands upon a nearby rooftop, having shot an arrow at Val just moments before. Please, Merchul Mars, describe your character.
You see a man of about 6'3". He's tall and quite buff. He's older though. Face portraying his veterancy in the army. He has bandages across his right eye that look fresh and not even touched by blood. His left eye is blue, and he is wearing a set of full plate, half plate armor. He has a bow and a longsword. And as he sort of looks up at this man that he just hit with the arrow, he points at him, and I want to use my bonus action to Hunter's Mark him.
Go for it! Hunter's Mark. Ooh, Hunter's Mark. Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Well, you Hunter's Mark him. That's for sure. He...
And I...
Hmm?
Sorry, I rolled
No.
a plus by accident.
That's okay.
I look at Silax and I say, do support for the army. I'm going to go down there and help them on the front line. Promise.
Yes.
Make sure that your head's in the game. Come on. And I jump off the roof and head towards the group.
Okay. So, Val is going to, again, use one of his spell slots to Misty Step away and make a fucking break for it using his dash action. He's running.
Question.
Yes.
I tried to click on the show spell description. It didn't work. What's Hunter's Mark?
There you go.
I'll do it.
So, Hunter's Mark is a bonus action, and a creature that Anders could see within range, it only has verbal components. They can choose a creature that they can see within range and mark it as his quarry. Until the spell ends, he will deal an extra 1d6 damage to the target whenever he hits it with a weapon attack, and they have advantage on any wisdom and like any perception or survival check they make to find it. So yeah. He'll be able to find it. Easy, because he's been marked.
Cool. Okay.
So, but he is running. He is running. And I'll say, just because I kind of have to get rid of Percy, Percy's gonna run after him.
Bye,
After who?
Percy. No, just kidding.
See ya, Percy! Yeah, Percy runs with his little Percy legs.
Runs after
Val.
Val? Oh.
Mhm. I'm gonna blow my nose. Sorry in advance. That was probably awful for everyone. Anyway. Continue. Sorry, team. Is anyone gonna say anything?
What does the scene look like right now? Like, is first of all, how is Xerxes? Because last time she was bleeding to death.
Yeah, she's on her feet. She's still very wounded. Like, don't get me wrong. Still wounded, but she's on her feet. Scale is like shakily standing back up with Trick's assistance. Tatsuya is
I'm
kind
gonna
of vibing. He's just
Is there any
Who looks
immediate
the-
danger?
no.
Who
Not
looks the most hurt?
who looks the most hurt? Oh, Scale by far.
I'm going to cure wounds on scale.
Okay.
Level 1.
Okay, you heal him for 5. He is on 6 HP.
River is going to rush up to Xerxes and is going to cast Cure Wounds at level 2.
Okay.
Hollis is looking like shocked. He's like, Anders? Wait, what? What is going on?
Oh my boy. And I sort of rush up and I like get his head in a headlock and I scruff his hair.
Ah! Ah!
Yes, you can cure wounds, anime.
I thought you'd need some help. Promise here said you were getting in over your head, so I decided to bring my detachment of the army to come support.
Oh, I had it under control, but since you're coming here anyway,
No, he didn't.
I guess I appreciate it. Colsa's kind of flustered.
River just pipes up and says, "He didn't have it under control. None of us did."
Well, I'm here now, and I've got a whole army outside the gates. So what's the plan? Who's the bad guys?
Person who just
What?
ran away.
So there's only one. So I put an army for nothing.
Well,
We're actually not sure what's going on, and that's what we need
Yeah.
to figure out.
We literally just walked into this.
Let's
our
start with
plan
that.
was going to take another 2 weeks at least. But
Yeah, we should probably recoup and figure out what Xerxes has to say about all this.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Anders is going to shout at the top of his lungs, quite loud. He's going to say, "Storm the city! Make sure that everyone, all the civilians are safe. Bring order back. And give us an area to regroup." And you guys will see about 50-odd troops begin to scale the wall and rush into the city, securing the area.
Yes, they all bear the emblem of Marine, a golden fish on their shoulders. As they start storming the city and taking control. Xerxes kind of like limps over to you guys and she says, "Come, follow me. We will get to a safe space and then I think we might both have some explaining to do." And she looks at you, Anders. And
Okay.
you guys start heading out of the city, albeit slowly, as chaos breaks out on every angle. Fire still blazes through the city. You hear faint explosions and the sounds of spells being cast. You imagine that a lot of people in the Ancient Order were hiding their spellcasting abilities, and now that there is chaos wrecking out, they have no choice but to show what they have been hiding all this time. You eventually escape the city, thankfully, with the troops guarding you and Promise and Silax watching you from the rooftops. You escape. Albeit not unscathed, but you're out.
This is crazy. What the heck is happening? Xerxes, what? This wasn't supposed to happen.
She shakes her head. It wasn't. I don't know why it's happening, but it's still not safe here. We're only on the outskirts. Look, I have been hiding things from you as well. We all have. She looks at Scale and kind of like frowns. But I promise it was for your own good. There is a safe space nearby here, a bunker of sorts, something that is hidden by magic. We will talk there. Come. And she continues to lead you through the grey, dead grass of the Ysail fields. You continue to walk, not a word shared between you, as the silence becomes uncomfortable, tense. The tension is so thick you could cut it with a knife. Percy is gone. He ran after Val and he hasn't come back. Regardless, you continue to trek through the fields. It's muddy, your boots get stuck in the slop of the mud, and it is kind of awful, and the tension doesn't help that. Eventually, you reach a little shack. You imagine it was used for farming, but all the fields have died out long ago. There's a cart nearby, one of its wheels is missing. It seems like it's abandoned, but clearly this isn't the fact, as Xerxes opens the door to the shack, and it looks much larger on the inside than it did on the outside. She enters, and Scale follows quickly behind her.
This is insane. Cole says as he's taken back by the environment and slowly walks in. He's more confused than anything at this point.
Everyone heads in? Okay. All of you head in, and there is nowhere to sit. It's basically empty, aside from weaponry. But you all enter this little, what you assume was a little shack, but it seems that some sort of those who are more in tune with magic, aka Chains, who's an arcane spellcaster, you kind of realize that this is some sort of pocket dimension. As you all enter, the tension is still thick. Xerxes looks at you, and it's almost as if she's trying to convince herself to speak.
I don't like being plane shifted without my consent.
Apologies. This is the safest place I knew.
Then tell us what's going on. More
Yeah.
specifically me. I've just gotten here and it's already a mess.
She frowns. I understand. Well, sir, this is war. I'm sure you've heard Ysael is at war, a civil war, between the Ancient Order and the spellcasters. We want to be free to cast our magic, use it to assist people, and we have been prejudiced, cast out, even killed for our abilities. It's forbidden, and we want to change that. As for what has just played out, it was only rumors. There was nothing the rest of us could have done to prove it, but Val, it's confirmed now, has ties with the new god. It was just mere suspicion up until this point, until we saw those banners flying, the symbol of the new god high above our heads just now. I would have told you if I had more proof. But I didn't know if I could trust you, first of all, and I was afraid you would run if I told you our leader may have ties with the new god. And I wouldn't have blamed you. Of course I wouldn't have, but we needed help. I'm sure you understand.
And how many casualties? How many people did you lose that were important?
Many. I saw many of my friends fighting against Val. We lost Amaryllis. She was like a daughter to me. And now she's gone.
If the banners are proclaiming the new god, is there any sightings of his army?
I'm not too sure, but it seems clear to me that some of our rebellion members were also allied with the new god. He couldn't have done this on his own. He is just one boy.
Venus,
Yes.
weren't we told that the rebellion leader might have ties to the new god?
Yes, you were told that in session 1!
So, River's gonna pep up and say, actually, part of the reason we got involved in the rebellion is because of some news we heard in the beginning of our journey here.
Give me a minute. Any mods in chat? Don't worry about it.
Okay.
It's okay, I fixed it. Oh, good.
A bot
But
evaporated.
Yeah, River will say that out loud, saying that they were given a clue about the new god in the rebellion.
yeah. She kind of nods, like, sadly. Yes. It was just rumors. We had no proof, no evidence, nothing to stand by. It was just rumors. Just suspicion. And you can't get far with just suspicion in this world. Not when you considered that man your friend.
Let's see, so... I'm trying to think what Chance would say here. I guess... Chance will be looking up and says, well, since we know who is involved with the new god, I guess Val's our target, isn't he? As he looks to the rest of the group.
We have 2 targets now. Well, 4, technically. I'm not going to give up on this just because of this slip-up. River's going to look to Xerxes and sort of, like, just nod in her direction, say, I want this war to end.
Okay. We'll help you take down Vow as well.
Seems like
What's
we'll be making a rebellion from the rebellion.
But on one condition. He looks at Xerxes. No more concealing any secrets from us. If we're gonna be together, we have to really go all in.
Yes. We are a team now.
What's all this talk of taking down? The man might have betrayed you, but he still deserves a trial by whatever government you create once you're done here. He doesn't deserve to die because he betrayed you. He deserves to die for the actions he makes. So I wouldn't rush to lopping his head off in the square of the town hall.
James,
the other three, though.
I mean, Jane just nods deeply and just like, to be honest, we're not really after taking him down. We do want him to stop, but we just want more information on the new god, is our goal.
And people connected to the new god are great info sources.
We need answers, says Haname.
I mean, doesn't change the fact he did kill people, but you're right. We need to know what's going on.
But
So-
as for the other three targets of ours, they have to be taken out.
So, what? We probably can't continue the plan we originally had, right?
So James chuckles like, I wonder if we can ally with our old enemies with to take down the new god.
Xerxes sighs again. Regardless, we need rest. There's not a lot here, but it's a place to rest, regardless.
Yeah. Also, Cole turns to Enders. You're probably confused as heck. So, let's catch up.
I got the short version from Promise.
Ah, okay, perfect. Then I don't have to talk. And then he just goes and just jumps in the bed.
We should probably
There is no
find
bed.
out what Promise knows about Val, since they're related.
Wait, there's no bed? What did I
There's no
jump into?
beds, right?
No beds!
Okay, I'm just gonna plop to the floor then.
Okay. There is, like, nowhere to
River's
actually
gonna-
sit. It's just an empty room full of weapons. And farming supplies.
What is the floor made of?
Wood!
Fuck.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
yeah, sorry, Chains, go on.
No, we should probably find out more about Val through Promise, since they're siblings.
What does Promise look like right now?
Promise looks, you remember back at your keep, she was very meek. She seemed easily flustered, very easy to surprise. She has a completely different look to her now. Stern. Serious. Under your gaze, she does not buckle. She would have back in the final Colossus, but if anything, she looks a bit intimidating. She's wearing leather armor over her dress now.
Well,
Is
Promise?
Did you know any of this about your brother?
She crosses her arms. Yes.
That's nice.
She smiles.
So what are you then?
No. Look. I used to worship the new god when he first ascended too. Kill me for that if you want. I don't care, really. But I don't anymore. I've always believed in the freedom of my people. But I am not strong enough to fight this war on my own. I had to run. I had to flee my home. My brother fled with me, but as you may assume, he betrayed me as well. Regardless, I still love him. But after that betrayal, I no longer worship the new god. I don't know much about him. He calls himself the god of mortals. He used to be like us. Normal. Mortal. He believes that no one else understands the struggle. No other god understands the struggle that we were put through. Yep, the mortals are put through. So, he believes that he will be able to change things. And that's all I really know. I don't know the true motive. I don't know if that's even the truth. But Val seemed to believe in that. I did too for a while. And then he betrayed me.
Let's see. Okay, so Chains steps up and he says, I too had a friend who... And then he looks at his right hand and then thinks, a friend named Summer who would say also betrayed us, as he Chains looks back to the group, and but it turned out he was under the influence of someone else under the name of the new god. So maybe he looks up to promise he's under some influence.
She shuts her
As he
eyes.
tilts his head.
No. No. This is of his own will. I'm sorry, but not everything can just be shrugged off as someone being mind controlled. People in this world do bad things. It may be for good reason, but they still do bad things. Doesn't really matter the motive at that point.
Is that a point?
He needs to
Can't
be
save
put to
everyone.
trial. You can't save everyone. Not everyone can just be shrugged off because, well, they've changed now. They've done good things to make up for the bad. No. Their actions still have consequences. And I don't think I can ever forgive my brother for what he did to me. He saved me, but he also sentenced me to death. There has to be a reason for all the bad things people do, says Haname. There may be reason, but that doesn't mean it's right. And sometimes the reason can be as fickle as just wanting power. Just because there is a reason doesn't mean it's a good one.
Oh, what do you want to do to your brother? Would you... He trails off, kind of hinting at, like, would you kill your brother?
I
if
would
it comes
never.
to that?
I don't think I could kill my own brother, no.
Well, let's make sure you don't have to then.
I don't think he deserves to die,
Chains nods.
if that's what you're hinting at. I agree with the old man.
Watch it.
I agree with the... She, like, bites her tongue. Man. I agree with
Why don't you
Anders.
just call me Lieutenant or Anders?
I
How
agree
about
with the lieutenant. I think that Val deserves to be put to trial. There are also things that are worse than death.
Chain
Cool, man.
scratches his head. As long as we get more information about new god, that's all that matters. We just need answers.
The people who follow the new god, oftentimes they are also shrouded in mystery. They don't know everything either. And I know that might be discouraging, but it may be a while until you find out the truth. Because even I don't know that. And I was there
All
from
I
the
know
beginning.
from my reports I've received about the new god is that he has a large army, and it's somewhere. It's hard to track, but I've heard that a man named Scylla something or other. I think it's Scylla Farinal or something like that, leads the armies. If we see him or the army, we're retreating. No questions. We will all be killed.
What exactly are we supposed to do?
I have an idea. I hunters marked him before he ran away, so I can track him relatively easily. My plan is we move through the city as a small team, having myself as protectors as we bounce between areas, looking for them. Once we find them, we arrest them, or at least kick them until they want to be arrested. Then we show the attacking force that their commander has been captured, and order that they surrender. All things going well enough, they will.
Cole nods thoughtfully. Anders is really reliable. I'm with him.
I mean, Shane's just nodding. Is like, alright, when should we head off?
My spell only lasts for the hour, so we should probably get a move on now.
Okay, sounds good.
Let's go, Cole says, saluting Anders.
My god.
Might as well.
Are you guys just going, the 5 of you, or are you going to take anyone with you?
Uh,
I'll let you guys decide. If you want to take anyone with you, I permit you to do so. But if not, then that is fine as well.
I mean, okay, if we're going to the city, Xerxes is... No, oh wait, we need to take someone who knows the city but isn't hurt.
Promise.
I knew you would say that.
Promise.
I knew you would say that.
Promise.
Do you want to take Promise with you?
Yes.
Okay, girl! Chill!
And
And also Trick.
And they'll act as the, basically, guide.
I would like to take Promise and Trick.
Okay.
Alright. If we're taking Promise, Anders is gonna pull some wire out of his gauntlet. Quite carefully, making sure no one really notices. And he's gonna break the end piece off and cast Message to Cole.
Mm-hmm.
And he's gonna say, keep an eye on Promise if we're taking her with us. She said she doesn't want to betray her brother. I don't want to catch a knife in the back, and I doubt you do too.
Suddenly as Cole hears this, his ears are like going back and forth, like he's alert. He's like, He just nods like and like to nothing.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Alrighty.
Okay, well,
So,
we'll head back.
you guys are heading back into the city! Yay! City time! Okay.
Oh god, this is not my logs. Hold on.
Okay. I'm gonna be
Music change?
I think this music is still pretty fitting. Okay. So, you guys return to the city, leaving those injured back behind. So you're taking both Promise and Trick, am I correct?
Yes.
Yes.
So you guys return to the city, I'd say maybe about... It didn't take you long to get to the hideout. I'd say maybe 20 minutes later. And 20 minutes was enough time for the city to be destroyed. It's not dead. It's not like there's no one in it. You still hear shouting. It's the aftermath now. The chaos has died down and now there is infighting. People know that this is the end for Decimus. You walk through the wide open gates of the city walls and you smell smoke. And it billows out through the buildings, through open windows, open doors, through the caved-in roofs of buildings that have been destroyed. And you see a lot of people. Unmoving, laying, bloodied, bruised. those who are still alive are fighting with each other, trying to steal things from one another, knowing that if they don't get a head start now, they might not live to see tomorrow. They've lost their homes, family, and now they're growing desperate.
Anders sort of whispers under his breath, "A lot of martyrs will be born today."
Cole is following very closely to Promise per Ender's advice. He's just paying attention, taking in the environment, and kind of glancing at her every now and then.
Chains looks over to the group. So when we find him, we're just scouting out to see what we can do before we engage. Correct?
Yeah.
If we
Generally,
can engage, we do.
it's always better to watch and wait first. You don't know what sort of reinforcements will be upon us. But if we see an opportunity, I don't see why we shouldn't take it.
And then let's see. There's also a weapon they have. I'm not sure if they use it or are going to use it, but it's that red smoke we faced before. And then he looks over to Anders. Is like, if you see any red smoke, just run.
Understood?
Trust me, Chains and I barely made it past that once.
Alright,
Smoke.
so I'm gonna start tracking.
Mhm.
So, survival or perception that you're wanting from me?
I'll get a survival, please. Because he was injured. If you can find where you were fighting before, you'd be able to follow a blood trail.
I also have Hunter's Mark.
Yes, but it would be easier.
Uh,
Go
So
ahead.
I have advantage.
Yes, survival, please. Ooh, 25!
25.
Fuck! You, again, find that square where you were fighting before, and you smell Anders the scent of blood. Something that no one else is able to really pick up on, but due to your hunter's mark, it's easier for you to see and smell. You follow the scent of blood, keeping hidden behind walls, behind buildings, behind the ruins of the city. And you see him in another city square, nearby a fountain. The same red fountain, well, type of red fountain that you guys saw when you first entered the capital. Blood. Diluted, yes, but blood pooling in from the fountain. And he seems hunched over the edge of the fountain, the arrow still lodged in his shoulder. Cole and Anders, I want you to roll a... Just roll a flat intelligence for me. Or wisdom, rather. Wisdom, please. You guys are so bad.
Hang on. If this is to do with tracking...
No.
Yeah. No.
It is not. You guys... I will say, you guys feel something is off. The two of you. But I'm not going to tell you why. I'm not going to tell you why. And I'm not going to tell you what it is. But you feel something's off.
This
like-
is the... I have a bad feeling about this feeling.
Like, Cole, you feel your fur on the back of your neck stand up. Like, something is wrong. This doesn't feel right.
I'm feeling an ambush. And Anders sort of crouches down and knocks an arrow.
So does Chain see anything around Anders?
Roll perception. Sorry. And I know you have advantage because of your big old eyes.
Yeah, big ol' eyes.
Can River also try to see?
Yeah, sure.
Perception, where are you? There you are.
Oh my god, natural
Jeez.
20?
Oh!
Chains. You kind of see Anders start to like tense up and knock an arrow in his bow. You see the ends of Cole's fur start to stick up on end, as if something is very, very uncertain. River, you see this behavior as well. But Chains, you can see things deeper than the rest of your party can. You start to look around, start to search. What could be causing this sense of unease? What is the reason for this? You look around and your eyes lock on Val, and you see little feathers poking out from his shoulder blades.
Does that mean anything to Chains? Like, does
Chains, you feel a sharp pang in your head.
Hmm.
I didn't expect this, okay. You feel a sharp pang in your head, and it is very painful. Almost as if this kind of reminds you of the time where you began to regain some memory. You assume that the same thing is happening again. You hold the side of your head as flashes just appear in your mind. A dark room. You are laying on a cold steel surface. You feel something pressing against your face, almost as if it's a mask, shielding you from what is to come. But you can still see everything. And you hear screams. And you remember people have been modified. You don't know by who, where, or if Val was even there in the first place. But this brought that memory back to you. This man is most likely no longer man. And the reason why Cole and Anders have tensed up is because they, as Miranese people, have innately recognized him as a monster.
Okay, so Chains knows it as a modified man.
Yes. He has been
Okay,
made into a
so-
monstrosity.
Okay, so I think Chains could say, "What? I don't understand." And then it's like as he's clutching his head, and it's like, something's not right. He's not. What would be a good word? He's not.
Yeah, human wouldn't really apply because he was never human in the first place.
Yeah, that's what I was like. He's not. I don't
person?
know.
He's changed. It's a better
Oh,
way
he's
to say it.
changed. Ooh, nice. Okay, he's changed. He's not like. It's something unnatural about him. Like, and then Chains mentioned the feathers and the hinting at modification. I guess he's chained.
No. It doesn't change the plan. And Anders is gonna bite down on his thumb and draw some blood and draw it along the end of his bow.
Woo!
And I am going to use my bonus action to mark him as my Slayer's prey.
Ooh, okay. Sheesh. Let me get my dice out.
So we just know we're taking this more seriously.
Hmm?
I guess that's what we're hearing.
Okay.
Yes.
Focus
Yeah.
your ire on your foe. Increasing the harm you inflict on it. As a bonus action, you designate one creature you can see within 60 feet of you as the target of this feature. First time to hit the target with a wick. Okay. Sure. Are you going to
And-
attack him?
I'm going to.
Okay.
I'm also... So Hunter's Mark's still active, yes?
Yes. It hasn't been an hour yet.
Okay. Slayer's prey is now active.
But it's getting there.
watch.
It's getting there.
Anders goes... And he, like, reels back and pulls his arrow that he's knocked. And you see he's going to whisper something onto the arrow as well. And I'm going to expend one of my cruelty dice to increase the damage.
Oh shit! Okay.
Oh,
Nah, just not
also,
messing
before
around.
this happens,
Mm.
River is going to use his emboldening bond as part of his peace domain
Oh my god.
to choose a number of willing creatures equal to my proficiency bonus, which will be Anders, Chains, and Haname.
Okay.
Basically, while any thunder creature is within 30 feet of another, the creature can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to an attack roll, an ability check, or a saving throw.
Cool.
Okay.
And you can use it once every turn.
Please.
Awesome.
Please roll the
I'm
hit.
going to attack.
Roll the hit.
Bang.
Oh shit!
Oh!
Oh my god!
Oh my god. Okay. Okay.
Okay, guys, you're going to see how many dice I have to roll for this.
Ed.
Okay.
So,
Venus, were you expecting this?
What an intro!
To be honest.
that's my damage.
Okay.
Sorry, go.
To be honest, no, I was not expecting this, but it's okay. It's one of the paths that I did right, so you're lucky that I do have plans for this.
And you can add a d4 to that damage.
Yay!
I can also add a d4 to that damage. Also, I'm adding 3d6 due to Hunter's Mark and my cruelty. Oh, 4d6. Critical
Oh,
on Hunter's
shit.
Mark and critical on my my cruelty dice.
And that's how you do an intro.
That's 4d6,
Oh my god.
which
Plus
is
1d4.
That is.
So
let me add that up. That is
12,
3
15, 25 damage
in one turn, baby.
in one hit.
Okay. Well, let me try this. Where's the music?
Oh, sorry. What type of vibe are we going for?
Oh, you are about to get into combat, so I would probably pick something based on that.
Okay.
Smile. I'm in danger.
Is it like intense?
Oh, yes.
Is that what you're going
Oh,
for?
yes.
Music.
Yes. Let's go, Kara. Let's go.
I have a good.
Why do you
track
think this
for it.
session was named this? The bitch is a bird! Oh god, this is gonna... Okay. I have to roll some dice.
Okay. I hope you're ready for this music.
I am ready. Where is my D10? There it is. Oh, fuck! Hell yeah, we got the Fire Emblem music. Okay. He is going to use his monk ability to deflect missiles. What's his dex modifier?
God damn it.
Monk level. Okay, he has reduced the damage by... I'm so bad at math. He's reduced the damage by 13. So,
So that's
Okay.
still 12.
yes. So he, as you thunk, let go of the arrow and it starts whizzing through the air, he, snaps around just absolutely weirdly. I can't say inhumanely. It's not like he's a human in the first place. But he snaps around and you see his eyes, sclera, iris, black. Nothing. And he catches the arrow in one hand, but it still pierces him. He catches it too late, almost as if the velocity of the arrow was too much and he wasn't able to hold back from the velocity. Everyone, roll initiative.
Yeah. Oh, no, actually, it's still surprise round, right?
Oh, you got a surprise round, the others didn't.
Okay, action surge. I'll do it again.
Okay, shit!
Another one.
16.
16 doesn't hit.
God damn it.
Okay,
Damn.
I'm gonna bring you
So-
guys to a map just so we can easily do turn order. Okay? Fair?
Fair.
I'm scared. 16 didn't hit him. Oh god.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be a hard boss fight. Alright,
I
there you
gave
go.
my emboldening bond to everyone except for me and Cole. This is great.
Everyone, roll initiative.
Oh, I can add a d4! I can add a d4!
Oh yeah, you can add a d4 to hit.
Also, question.
18.
Yes, an 18 hits.
Hold on.
River.
Click on
I
your
think you
token
gave
first and then
me-
roll. Ooh!
What?
Did you give me advantage on strength checks last time? Is it still carry or is it gone?
It would be gone by now.
You
Okay.
would- yes.
Okay.
That is 17 damage.
Okay, well he can't catch another arrow. New skin suit? Yes, this is the new model. I made it myself.
Skin suit.
Motherfuckers! Hold on! Let me move you to the
Where's
map
the
so you
map?
can...
Yeah, I'm waiting.
Okay, there you go. Now click on your tokens and now roll, okay? You silly goobers. Thank you, Meg.
Let's see if I got this right.
Lol, 9. You're so skillful. Thank you! Thank you. I'm blushing. You're so cute. Ah, stop it! I'm freaking flusted. Cole, click on your token and then click on initiative. In your character sheet.
Roll the 4.
It's the map that you fought Summer on.
Oh! Okay.
So you're to the right.
Got it. Okay, got it.
This is Theater of the Mind though. Because I didn't have my resident map maker to make a map for me for this one, so
Well, we
mean change both roll 17.
rolled 17. Okay, who has the highest dexterity?
Cole, probably. That's +4.
Okay, so Cole. Alright. Let me roll initiative. It's Theater of the Mind and maps. Okay, no, we use Roll20, so I'm just getting them to select their tokens on a map, so they can actually add it to the initiative and I don't have to fuck around. So there is no map. Ooh. Fuck you guys.
Did he get a fucking nat 20?
Yeah.
For initiative?
Yeah.
Fuck.
But I have to roll for promise as well. Promise and trick. So you don't fuck around and find out? Exactly. You understand? Another nat 20 for promise as well.
It's like siblings,
the
I guess.
siblings. Oh man.
And that's like a 6 for trick.
Oh, Trick and River in the back.
Okay. Okay. Descending.
Oh. There's Habba Bay.
Okay. Promise has the higher dexterity. Surprising, because... Wait, no. Val has the higher dexterity because he's a fucking monk. What am I talking about? Okay. This is not good for you guys. Okay. Let me look at his stat block. Fuck. Okay. Well, first things first. Yeah. He's gonna, finish his transformation. Which is a free action because he was already halfway done with it. Let me open his stat block. Give me a minute. I have to open it properly. Where is it? There you go. Okay, beautiful. Okay. Oh, fuck. Okay. His stats have changed now, so I have to keep that in mind. Okay. Oh, fuck. This is really bad for you guys. He is going to... Ooh. He's going to approach Anders, because that's the one who attacked him. He is going to... So you guys are all in close proximity, am I correct? Okay.
Yes.
I'd imagine so.
Alright. He is going to approach Anders, and he is going to use his Mandibles attack on Anders, and he's going to use 2 claw attacks on Cole. Okay. Oh, I should probably describe him as well.
Yes.
Okay, so you guys kind of see this pink tiefling kind of bones begin to crack as more feathers begin to sprout from his body. He becomes taller, very much taller. He becomes from medium to a huge being. He is massive. He kind of like hunches over. He's on all fours. It's almost like a griffin, if you know what those are. His like mouth isn't a crow's mouth. It's almost like a bug. Like his mouth is that of like a bug. It has like pincers. He grows more eyes, for one. All of them pure black. His horns kind of like shrink and become sharper. But they are smaller, but they are sharp. And he seems to have absolutely no humanity left behind his gaze. His feathers are pure black, and you see blood almost seeping out from where the feathers have started to grow. And here we go. Alright, he is going to...
He sounds delightful.
He is! Here's the attack on Anders. I'm rolling... That is a natural 20.
Oh,
Damn, you're lucky.
I am!
3 natural 20s in a row? Jesus.
This happened last session too. Okay. You're gonna
It
be...
was for us, not the person.
You're gonna be hit really hard, so, sorry in advance.
That's okay.
Oh, thank you. See, sibling bond, everyone. Fuck. Okay. That is plus a crit, so that's an extra. That is an attack of 21 piercing damage. Please make a strength saving throw against being grappled.
Sure.
Thank you.
And since it is technically a reaction, you can add D4 to it.
Success.
I don't need it.
You don't need it,
Success.
so you can save it for something else.
Success.
Well,
Okay.
By the way, though, Anders is bloody. He's
Yeah, not a good idea, guys. Next is the 2 claw attacks against Cole. Oh, those are really bad rolls, actually. You're very lucky.
oh thank God.
Oh, but he does have a... I'm not going to say that out loud, but he does have quite a high modifier. Does a 14 hit?
No. Thank God.
How about a 16?
Yes.
Okay. Good to know. Oh, I rolled really low. You're very lucky. You take... You take 10 slashing damage.
Okay.
And that is his turn. Next up is Promise. She is extremely disturbed. Like, extremely so. She obviously has never seen her brother like this, so she is very shocked, extremely thrown off, scared. You see that same meek kind of expression on her face that she had back in the keep. She's back to what you deem as normal. But she is going to fight regardless. Let me have a look and see what she can do. 'Cause I don't know what she's going to do. Okay. Okay, give me a minute. Going to...
we bring Promise to traumatize her.
You sure did!
Well, she was one of the people we needed to convince.
Oh god. Okay, fuck, what is she gonna do? I don't even know. I have to think about what she's gonna do. What spells? None of the spells she has are useful. Well, I say that lightly, because she does have some useful spells, but not in this situation. Oh, fuck. Crumbs. Sorry, give me a minute.
Wow, look at all these roses in this overlay.
I'm glad you like it.
I have red roses.
being a DM's hard, guys.
It
Being
is
a DM's
very hard.
You have to get into the mind of the character.
Okay, she is going to use counter charm She takes out her harp. Well, it's not a harp, it's like a lyre. She takes out her lyre and begins to play a song. And it is a very pretty song. This performance lasts until the end of her next term. Any friendly creatures within 30 feet of her have advantage on saving throws against being frightened or charmed. So that's what she's going to do. That's her action. I don't even know if she's going to use a bonus action. I don't even know if she could do one. No, I don't think she has any spells that are bonus actions. She is going to actually cast Kinetic Jaunt on herself, which is a bonus action. Her walking speed increases by 10 feet, and she doesn't provoke opportunity attacks. So,
That's useful.
makes her more dexterous. Okay, Cole, it's your turn.
Okay, so Cole's gonna take out his mallet. He's gonna rage.
Good choice, good choice. Glad you didn't forget.
And yeah, I think he's gonna hop really quickly towards Val.
Shouldn't Chains go
Huh?
first? Sorry.
Chains
should go first. 'cause
No,
higher
Cole
dexterity.
Cole has higher dexterity.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
Cole
sorry, I
has
apologize.
4 and Chains has 3.
Wait. No, I don't. Chains has more.
No, but you
Yeah,
rolled
how much
initiative. Your initiative modifier was
Ah!
higher.
I see. Got it. Okay.
Yeah, that's all
So
good.
I'm gonna, Cole's gonna, yeah, so he's gonna grab his mallet, hop towards Val, and jump in, just swing the mallet to his face.
Okay, go ahead, roll a
with
hit.
both his arms.
That's a hit. Roll damage. Make sure to tick your rage box as well.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Ooh, that's
16.
that's max damage, brother. Sheesh. Are you gonna do anything else? Bonus action or anything?
Can,
One more hit. One more hit.
yeah, let's go for it. Let's do another hit from, like, the bottom up,
Okay,
of his head.
go for it. So you're gonna like, ooh, no, not a hit. Doesn't hit.
Okay.
But sorry. He's going to use a legendary action.
Sure.
Yeah, I like how you're like, fuck you. He is going to use Eldritch Core.
Hmm.
Oh,
Yes, like a crow.
That doesn't sound good.
No. You kind of like, as you like try and hit him, he like swings his head out of the way, and you hear more cracking of bone as he like swings his head just to the side, and he lets out an ear-splitting caw. Everyone, please make a Constitution saving throw, and by everyone, I mean everyone. So I have to make
with
them.
advantage
Why would it be with advantage?
against being frightened.
It's not a frightened effect.
Oh shit.
Yup.
What's the effect?
There is damage.
Fuck. Why am I rolling so bad
Oh,
today?
River might die today.
Oh, is that thunder damage? Is that a thunder damage legendary ability?
Okay, promise and trick both fail as well. Oh fuck. Okay. I will hydrate. Thank you, Merchul Mars.
I will hydrate.
Why are my rolls so shit?
Okay,
today?
let me roll damage. Oh boy, oh boy.
Who makes it and who doesn't?
Well, Anders,
I
you
don't.
make it. No one else makes it.
Jesus.
Yeah. Sorry. Okay.
Hey guys, sorry for wiping the party.
I mean,
Are
you
you
can,
like-
This was all a dream, by the way.
I
None of this
can-
is ever not
I
true.
can tell you, I have always tried to enforce this little tip in you guys. You don't have to kill someone to win an encounter. I suggest you run.
Yeah. That was on my mind.
Oh, fuck. I am very lucky. Let me do
Venus.
that. That is 17 thunder damage, please, everyone. And... Oh, fuck, River, you take double! Half damage for Anders.
That's 32.
Yes, you take 32 thunder damage, please.
Wait, 17 times 2 is actually 34.
Yes, 34. Sorry. Oh, crumbs.
That was over half of my health in one hit.
Oh yeah.
So that was a legendary action.
You hear as he, like, caws his, like, the beak behind his mandibles kind of, like, crack, as, like, the bones crack as he opens his mouth. And lets out this horrible shriek. Chains, it's your turn.
Okay. Okay, newbie moment, but
It's okay, you've got two veterans here, aka me and Liam.
Okay, if I cast Fog Cloud in the area we're in right now, and well, I have us all escape, but I say I use Fog Cloud to make. Does that hinder people from running away?
It will most likely, well, it hinders perception, so it won't. It's not like a targeted ability, so it would hinder not only your perception but your whole party's, but it would also hinder Val's perception.
Okay. Is it possible for someone to be like, they remember where to run, so they run to that direction, or no?
I mean, yeah. If you point them where to go, fog cloud, and then boom. But you can't. You don't know if Val in this form still has, like, sentience. You don't know if he's still, like, awakened, I suppose. He might be able to understand what you say and run after you. You don't know this thing's movement speed yet. And let me tell you, wink.
It has wings.
It does have wings.
So we could just flap away the fog.
It doesn't have any legendary actions left for the minute. It needs to wait until its turn.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, in my head, and I'm using this because I'm just a newbie right now, so in my head I'm just like, I could do Dissonant Whispers again? But
Yeah.
I don't even know if this... it's like, okay. You know what? That's actually a cool move to do. Just because it already worked before, so there's no reason for Chains to think it wouldn't work again. So I'll probably do Dissonant Whispers.
Okay, go for it.
Okay. And it's playing along with Promise. They're jamming.
Yeah.
Making music. Okay.
Cast that spell, buddy.
How do I remember how to do that?
Just click on Distant Whispers in thingy, and it might come up with a pop-up.
Okay, level 1.
Okay, wisdom save. What is its wisdom modifier? I don't even know off the top of my head. Ooh. Ooh, shit. You might be fucked, unless it rolls really bad. 18. Wait, no, not 18. 16. So that is a success. Is that half damage?
I'm not sure.
Half damage, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Cool. So that's 6 damage to it.
Okay.
Oh, wait, but hold on.
Hmm.
Oh, okay. I've been stupid. Don't worry about it. Classic DM moment for getting an ability that your monster has. LOL.
You good.
Cole's like, fuck. It was like, shit. I wish she stayed forgotten. Okay, Haname, it's your turn. Unless you want to do something else, Chains?
I think more so backing away.
Okay. Well, you're not in its melee range at the moment, so luckily it doesn't
Yeah.
provoke an opportunity attack.
Yeah, so just moving away. That's it.
Haname, is your turn. What you gonna do, girl? Can I cast Bless? Yes, absolutely. Who are you casting it on? You cast it on River. Okay, go ahead, cast the spell for me.
How many people can you cast Bless on?
I think it's just one. I do believe.
I have Bless in my spell list. I can just look. You bless up to 3 creatures.
Oh, yes. Go ahead. Who else will you bless? So, River? Whom else?
Oh.
Chains, okay. One more.
Oh, okay. Blessed.
And Anders, okay. So that's an action. Do you have any bonus actions? I don't think you do. Oh wait, you can command Kaida. Kaida's with you right now. Do you want Kaida to do anything? That's okay.
Kaida
This
just
is going
runs
crazy.
in there and bites Slit's leg.
Thank you, Mum. Sandwich.
Cheese and scrambled egg.
Ooh. Cheese and scrambled egg, everyone.
Nom.
That means Liam will get food shortly as well, I imagine.
No, it's very good.
Oh, you already got it. So what will you do? Bite. That is a miss, unfortunately.
Oh.
Oh. And that is your turn. Lieutenant Anders, kick his ass.
Anders is gonna start walking towards the creature and make sure his back's to everyone to like make it very clear he's stepping out to do this.
Mm-hmm.
And he's gonna look at it. I'm gonna do what I DM'd you.
Okay, let me look
And
at my
I'm gonna-
DMs.
I'm gonna attempt to intimidate this creature. And I'm gonna say,
Ooh.
it's over, son. Your revolution's done. You miscalculated. Soldiers are storming the city. If you surrender now, you'll live. You can kill us, but can you kill the troops rushing in? Can you stop your god from punishing you for your failure? I know I couldn't stop it.
Oh shit.
A god? Lay down what you're doing right now, and you'll live to see tomorrow. You have my promise on that. I want to intimidate him, please.
Roll intimidation, please.
Do I get advantage for what I DM'd you?
Yes, I will give you advantage for that.
Natural 20. And I'm going to add a cruelty die to it.
Okay.
27.
Natural 20. Oh shit.
Oh, that's a natural one. But, oh well. Yeah.
Yeah.
28. Total.
You see on this avian face fear, terror. He lays his head down, and you see his body crack, 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 start to shift back into Val. You are
Wait.
now out of combat.
River's ears are bleeding.
Cole just looks at Anders with like his mouth dropped. What was that? Huh?
I look back at Cole, and I smile, and my mouth is filled with blood. And Anders goes, war is won up here, and he taps on his head. Not with your weapons.
Yeah, we let's agree to disagree. He says, pulling his bullet away.
Saying it to the blacksmith. But no, I like that. I like that a lot.
Haname is in shock.
Yeah, River is just bleeding from the ears right now.
Okay.
River's like, huh? What's going on?
You can't hear
Can't hear
anything.
that well.
You just hear like a ringing in your ears.
Yeah, because River took more than half of his health in that one hit, so he's like partially deaf right now.
Cole immediately looks around to where Promise is and see what she's doing.
She looks furious. You don't know what at, but she looks fucking pissed. We can change the music now, Kara.
Oh. What kind of vibe we going for?
Intense, but like chill. Like
Yeah.
you know.
Like JRPG music.
Yes, Dells, another model. I made this one myself. I hope you like it. Ram! It's not my character design though.
Cole approaches Promise and goes,
Thank you.
So, what exactly was that?
Wait, what's Val's situation?
He's now back into his regular form. He still has
And
like
he's unconscious?
No, he's just bowing his head to Anders.
Okay, got it. Okay, continue.
Almost as if in shame. Promise kind of like, she shrugs, but she looks really angry. She like stomps over to her brother, and he like looks up at her, still like that look of shame in his eyes, and she just slaps him across the face. And Anders,
River's
you're
just very
Anders and Chains. Chains, you can read lips, but Anders, you're close enough to hear her whisper, and Chains, you can just understand what she's saying because you can read lips. She whispers to him, "You're lucky people are watching, otherwise I would have killed you myself."
Shane's noted that.
And as troops begin, you start hearing like footsteps and the clanking of metal armor as the Miranese troops begin to walk into the courtyard.
River looks shell-shocked right now because he can't hear anything.
I'm gonna motion for River to walk up. Like, come here.
What?
I'm motioning, so
He's
it's not
beckoning
verbal.
Beckoning you, like saying, "Come, come," like with the hands.
Yeah, River is still gonna yell like what? Because he can't hear anything, so he's like, wait, are people saying something?
Are you walking over while you're saying this though?
River's gonna say what and then start walking over.
I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on River so he can hear now.
Okay. No matter what you roll.
No Slayer Spray. No Slayer Spray. Sorry. I need to turn that off.
Okay. River can now hear.
Yes, you can.
Like, thank you.
Anders looks at Val and says, "I hereby formally declare and ask for your surrender to the Miranese army for later trial in whatever government is set up by the people of this city. Do you agree?"
I agree.
Good. And he looks back at one of his soldiers, and you see the soldier is a like thin woman. She's wearing robes. She's obviously a war wizard of some kind. And he says, clap him in chains. Keep him somewhere secure and don't take your eyes off him. And if you have it, put an anti-magic ring on him too. I don't know what he can do."
She begins to move forward, and you hear from the crowd as an arrow comes whizzing past, and directly into Val's throat, the arrow hits.
Ooh, fuck! Shit!
You see him like tense up, like scoot back and start clutching at his throat as blood begins to dribble past his fingers.
What?
I'm gonna rush forward and put my hands over the arrow and like try to not pull it out, because if you pull it out, it'll rip the flesh.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's probably hard head. So I'm just gonna put like pressure on it so he like it's not bleeding too bad.
Can Chains look to see if he can see where that came from? The shot.
Oh yeah, and his troops have like moved around, and you can see a troop in the crowd, like bow and arrow at the ready.
Do we know who it is? Or is
Nope.
it just a random person?
Just a random troop.
Cole is gonna tackle that person.
Go for it. He doesn't put up a fight, you tackle him.
What the heck? Who are you? I am tired of all these twists and turns today. What do you want?
Says nothing.
Anders looks at Val. Is there any saving him?
No.
Fuck.
You
Anders is
see
gonna look up, stand up, like shaking, looking at the blood on his hands. And he pulls his sword out of his belt and marches towards the soldier that Cole tackled.
Mhm.
And he looks at him on the ground.
Mhm.
"In the name of Tyr, you have dispersed the name of my army and my unit." He sort of cracks his neck. hereby charging you with treason. Your punishment is death. And Anders, while he's on the ground, while the guy's laying on the ground, just brings his sword down and decapitates the guy instantly.
And with that, we're going to take a quick break. We'll see you all in
What the fuck?
in 5 to 10 minutes. We'll be back everyone.
Oh.
Hey team,
Hi.
we're back. Hey team.
We just witnessed a head roll down somebody's body.
Well, around the ground because he was already on the ground. Right in front of you, by the way, Cole, because you had this man tackled.
Yeah, that's true.
You got like
Cole just
you got like blood on
"Whoa."
your paws and everything. And River, you're waiting nearby Val, right?
Yeah, is Val still alive?
Oh, barely.
Barely?
You look down at him and he's still like clutching at his throat, and his grip around to try and put pressure on the wound gets weaker and weaker, and you see the light leave his eyes. Val
River whispers
is
something to Val's.
as he's dying.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
River is going to whisper in Val's ear to where no one can see his mouth.
Chains.
So he's like covering his face.
Mm-hmm.
And I will put in my logs what River says.
Okay.
I just want to say that he whispered something.
Okay, girl.
Cole just looks down on his like bloodied paws. He's like, well, he looks at Enders. That's one way to make an entrance.
And as you've only been
betrayed
here for like an hour and a half.
He betrayed me in the army. I am his judge and jury and executioner. He signed up for it when he joined.
Man, why are you always so intense? And he like lets go of the body and gets up.
I am not. But look at you, you've put some muscle on, haven't you?
Yeah, I have actually. You noticed? And then he like starts like flaunting.
Oh god.
Anders sort of sheaths his, like, rubs the blood off his sword on his cloak and puts it back in the sheath.
Oh my god, I like
Right.
how you guys had that interaction over a dead body.
Hey, you gotta get some light in war, otherwise everyone will just be depressed all the time.
True.
And Anders walks over to the body of Val.
Mhm.
Cole is gonna go to Chains and be like, You okay? I haven't heard a peep from you.
Where is Ruzo? Sorry, can't
Chain.
mic. Oh my god. Give me a few minutes. Just ignore Chains for a little bit.
Okay, I'll ignore him. I'll do. Wait, River is busy.
Retcon it. There are NPCs around, my guy.
That's true.
You can talk to them.
Uh,
Like Promise, who looks pissed.
Promise. Cole's like, what's going through your head right now?
She looks at you and she says, I'm just glad he's dead.
But you just said you wouldn't kill him.
And
Or
I didn't.
you did.
I didn't kill him. But I am glad
Boy.
he's dead.
What? But he was your brother.
She puts a hand on your shoulder, Cole. He sold me back to the people who tried to kidnap me. Remember how I told you that story? How my parents wanted me to marry off into a rich family?
Oh.
He sold me to them. That was the betrayal that I suffered.
Oh, I see. How do you feel better? Do you feel like, is this what you wanted?
I do feel satisfied, but I don't feel as good as I thought I would have.
Cole nods.
Nothing can undo the pain I've been put through. Not even his death.
Guess we're all We're all surrounded with interesting family members.
She shakes her head and just like walks away.
Okay. Chains does want to walk up to Val's body
Mm-hmm.
and just understand the makeup of the body.
Are you gonna do an
Or is,
autopsy?
like... No. Just to like understand like, is it
Mhm.
like chains? Like, is it homunculus? Like, is
Roll
it...
medicine.
Yeah.
Medicine check, please. He's not a homunculus. That you can tell right off the bat. This is
Is the feather still there? Oh, go on.
Yeah, the feathers are still there. Yes. They aren't synthetic. They are real. It seems that something, when you roll up his like sleeves and roll down his gloves, you can see that his arms are coated in feathers. This is very weird. Very, very weird.
Is this similar to the? Is it any similar to Cred? I hate that I forget names. Chain's a sibling.
Dove.
Dove. Is it similar to Dove?
No, this isn't.
Okay.
This isn't necessarily magical in nature, but it is the kind of splicing would only work with magic, if that makes sense. It would only be held together with magic, but it itself is alchemy. Science.
Okay.
So Venus,
Yes, I saw.
I sent it.
I've seen something like this before.
Huh?
There was a man I was tracking. There was reports of the monster attacks in the outskirts. By the time I got there, he was a weird creature, but nothing like I'd ever seen before. Stitched together. Broken. He was mad. Saying that he was and wasn't something and he had escaped somewhere. But before I could talk to him about it, he transformed and went on a rampage. We had to put him down.
That's creepy.
On a rampage.
But it looks like whatever it is now, well, at least Val could control it.
And then Chains looks over to the beheaded soldier and looks over to Anders like, is there... I mean... before he says anything, he pauses and then keeps it to himself.
Can I roll insight?
If you want, roll deception chains.
Yeah.
Shit.
Ooh, 19. You can't pick up what he wanted to say.
Nice try.
Nice
Is
try, old
Chains-
man.
Chain's done touching the body.
Yeah,
What?
yeah.
Excuse
Chains is
me?
satisfied after knowing.
Is Chain's done investigating the body?
Thank you. That's better. Thank you. Yes.
Okay. River is going to cast Decompose on it.
Okay.
Um,
So
Was that
River touches the body and says, "Return to Earth." And Val's body begins to rapidly decompose within a minute.
Yes. Moss and fungus begins to spread over the body, almost as if it turns into a gaunt skeletal figure. A couple flowers sprout from the corpse as well. All quite a dark blood red. Almost rust.
And then River is going to stand up from the body and is going to go over to the person who shot Val and is going to do the same exact thing. Cast Decompose on the body and the head of the dead
Yeah.
person.
Can
Exactly.
I stop this from happening?
Yeah.
I sort of move over and I go, "What are you doing?"
Everyone deserves the right burial.
So we'll give it to him in his home, not here in the streets of his city. A foreign one at that. He may
Okay.
have been a traitor, but he still gets buried as a knight.
Okay.
Wait, where is his home?
Marine.
Marine.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait,
So River decomposed Val.
Mhm.
And just left the other body then.
Hmm.
Cole looks at the river and points at Val. What? What is that?
Decomposition. It's a
Huh?
natural part of life.
Oh.
I just accelerated it a little bit.
Oh. How lovely. He makes a disgusted expression. and just-
You know, when you think about it, Cole would be a good fit in the Ancient Order.
yeah,
Yeah, he hates magic. He's like, magic is weird.
But then Cole is like, yeah, make me big and strong. Do it.
I also have the right colors for it. But anyways, Cole's like really grossed out at the side and just like walks towards the exit.
Okay, you start leaving the
Val's
courtyard.
body is now just like a bunch of mulch. and
Basically,
flowers.
like leaned up against the fountain that he was hunched over moments before. You see Promise kind of like puts her lyre away and begins to walk away as well.
Are the fights in the city starting to die down?
You can still hear some chaos, but it's not as bad as when you know, got in.
Okay. Well, I guess Chance is only interested in going back to Xerxes.
The capital
At
is
this point.
absolutely decimated, though.
Hmm.
Haha.
Yeah, decimated. Decimus. Yikes.
Yes. Bad. People lost their homes. This isn't something you should be laughing about.
Yet again, you and me.
Okay. So is everyone returning to the shack?
Yes.
Yeah, there's nothing left for us here.
And as well, where will you take your soldiers?
Oh yeah. Okay. Cool. End the fighting in the city. Make sure everyone settles down, and then once you've secured it, start setting up camps and refugee tents around the edges. Don't let anyone into the city for their own safety.
Wait, Anders, I have a request. Can you send some of the men to see where Percy is? I don't know, he's just been gone, and I'm not worried or anything, but just, just keep an eye on him.
Good idea. Lost soldiers are never ones that you want to keep lost. And he sort of relegates 3 soldiers to go look for Percy.
As you relegate all the tasks, all the soldiers go, "Yes, sir," and they start like, running off, splitting off into their own groups to try and, calm down the fighting in the city and start to assemble those camps. As you start to wander out of the city, the quiet does kind of settle in as the fighting has been broken up and everything like that.
As we're sort of walking back, Anders is going to pull some parchment and like a pen out, and he's going to start writing something.
Okay.
Are we walking? Can you describe what we're walking through?
You're walking through the desolate streets of the city trying to get back the way you came in. There is less fighting. A lot of people, as you pass by them, seem almost dead inside, like they have no hope. It's not a good day. It's a very, very, very no good bad day. Everything is still, like, the landscape is still painted in that shade of grey. Dark,
Okay,
dreary, burnt.
Chance might want to use his chance to use telepathic speech with Anders.
Okay.
Okay. Trying to think of what I want to say though. Okay, so Chains commences telepathic speech with Anders and says,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, commences. And says, it seems that the new god has a habit of being deep into people's forces, and how trustworthy are you of your men?
Anders looks at him and he says out loud, no telepathic here.
Yeah.
I trust my forces more than I trust you. He was new. He wasn't even part of the army properly yet. His name was Carver. He was from the Sapphire City as far as I knew, and he joined the regiment about 3 weeks ago. The rest of my soldiers have been with me for a long time.
Okay. Chance nods and satisfyingly, and just continues on.
You just can't find good help these days. Cole says to Anders as he's marching forward.
And he's going to keep riding it going, mm-hmm.
Yes, son. Okay, so you guys return to. Sorry, did you want to do something, Kara? Sorry.
No. River's just gonna, like, harumph after Cole says that.
Harumph!
Huh.
Okay, so you guys return to the little outpost, the little shack, and you head back inside, and you see Xerxes kind of, like, wrapping up some of the wounds on Scale that she couldn't heal, and Tatsuya kind of just wandering around, like, pacing as he starts to think. Silex is furious. They look so upset.
Why?
Silex is here. Did you forget that?
Yes?
Yes.
Why are they upset?
Maybe you should ask them. They're always upset, though, to be fair.
I mean, River looks still very hurt, to be honest.
Cole is gonna walk up to Silex. Oh, that's right. Hi.
Sorry, that was Venus, not Silex.
Okay, I was like, did you just sneeze on me?
Just sneezes on Cole.
Sorry! Sorry. What did you say to them? Sorry, I sneezed.
I was like, Cole just goes, oh, that's right. You were here too.
They
Hi.
like scowl at you and they said, "Who do you think got us here?"
Huh? You did?
Yes!
How?
They sigh. I have connections, Cole. I'm a bookkeep. I run your keep while you're gone.
Oh.
Bookkeep.
I'm going to throw rocks at you.
Please don't, I'm already in a lot of pain.
Yeah, even more reason not to piss me off further. Can't believe you fools
Cersei, I
wandered
miss
off.
you.
Xerxes like, shush, I'm healing.
I need healing myself.
Well, you can wait in line. You didn't die. You gestures to Scale, who like waves at you.
River just waves back. There's
gonna-
still like blood trails from his ear.
I'm gonna heal River again.
Okay.
Xerxes is okay?
Yeah, she's
Or
fine. She's all better now. I mean, she's still bruised and pretty like bloody, like blood staining her white like clothes and like the black like gown that she like the black like suit she wore over it. She's taken it off now, and you can just see like the white button up underneath that has been stained with blood.
Okay.
River just looks at Anders and is like, thanks. You've been a lot of help.
Anytime.
Would okay, so let's see. I just gotta think. So Val's gone. I guess. Okay, so what's Chin saying? To Xerxes. Any news of what happened to the Ancient Order?
She looks at Tatsuya, who's like off like pondering in the corner, like pacing around. Well, he brought us the news. He decided to go out and scout on his own without permission from us, so the news is that they fled.
Okay.
With their best soldiers and that.
Cole raises his paw. Are we still part of the Ancient Order, or is that ship sailed?
That ship has sailed. Our cover was blown.
I mean,
The
if
ship
they
has
fled-
sailed, sunk, and been inhabited by fish by now.
Right. If they fled, we could just retake back the city.
Yes, well, she looks at Anders. I assume we're already doing that.
We are. My soldiers are securing the city and setting up refugee tents and camps outside the walls for those who've lost their homes.
Perfect.
We did it.
And
War is not won here today, though. This is one battle. The start. Those elite troops are not going to sit by and do nothing. They're going to start recruiting from the most fanatical of the members of this country. And they're going to come back with a great army. Don't let your guard down. The fact that I'm here is already a diplomatic incident. So, don't expect much more help, I'm afraid.
don't much more. What do you mean? Wait, are you already leaving?
No, I mean nothing more in the form of troops.
Oh, okay.
My men will stay here and help secure the city, but we're not going to invade this country just because you needed help, Cole. No offense.
Cole blushes. Like I said, I didn't need. We were fine. We were killing it. Okay, he says, looks away.
Xerxes does the yeah okay emoji face.
River is also doing the yeah okay emoji face.
I'm gonna miss being a spy. I was a natural, you know, he says, looking at Enders.
I'm sure you were.
The silence! Oh my god.
Does anyone have a fire?
Yes, there is a fire over there. We can light it if you'd
Okay.
like.
Yes, please.
River is
And-
going to cast Continual Flame on it.
Oh, nice.
So it is a flame equivalent in brightness to a torch, and it doesn't require oxygen and creates no heat.
Oh no, I need heat. Sorry.
Damn.
I guess Xerxes will light a fire.
Thanks.
Okay, take that back.
Retcon!
Retcon. I didn't know it didn't give off heat. Ugh.
Okay. So Anders is going to fold up the piece of paper he was writing on and throw it into the fire.
Based.
Based.
No, it's. Does anyone look at him like he's crazy?
This does not care.
Chains is crazy. Like, we don't.
Chains is crazy. If anyone would look at you, it wouldn't be Chains.
Yeah.
I guess Cole is very, like, reactionary, so he'd be like, what the? What did you do that for?
Magic paper. I'm sending a report back home.
Magic figures.
If
Wait,
only we had someone who could send something to Silver Locket.
wait. Who are you reporting to?
My commander?
You know, never mind.
Cole, you know me. I'm in the field 90% of the time.
Yes.
It's much easier to report via magic than it is to come back home to tell my commander what I'm up to. This way, all I need is a fire, and I can send messages home. It's how most of the Miranese army sends messages.
Yes, I know. I don't know why you still do this. I'm in the field. You should be the commander. You should not be. Whatever. Sound like I'm worried or anything, and he just walks away.
Hey, Scale.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't happen to have sending or message or something, right?
He, like, turns to you and he looks at you and he says, "Is now the time?" I died. Like,
Yeah,
an hour ago.
You know, I experienced that once too.
That's great. I'm happy for you. But I died an
You're
hour
happy?
ago. Yes. It's a very good experience to have under your belt. You've learned from it, haven't you? Please, just leave me alone.
Skill's not having it.
River is gonna like tap Scale on the shoulder and use Cure Wounds on him at level 3.
He turns to you again as you cast the spell and he says, "That cannot fix my emotional pain, River, though I appreciate the attempt." And
River's still gonna heal him.
he just turns back, like he doesn't even like look at you anymore.
Okay.
Maybe you should speak with your bookkeep. He's a powerful mage, as much as he likes to pretend not to be.
You hear like Silex like scoff from the corner. Their arms are like crossed. He's like pissed off that you'd volunteer him.
River sort of looks like apprehensive to talk to Silence.
What is he scary?
River is intimidated because 1, they've only talked to this person like once, and 2, the person is angry.
Maybe get Cole to talk to him. They're both angry. They'll come to an agreement. Red hot hate can be the best kind of trust.
River just like sort of like nudges Cole towards Silex for him.
Huh? What?
We need to contact Silver Locket.
Okay. And, like, without being discreet, Cole just points at Silex, not even hiding it. So you want me to talk to them?
Yes.
Okay. Cole walks over to Silex and just repeats exactly what River says. We want to talk to Silver Locket.
I don't know who that is.
Cole, like, walks back to River. They don't know who that is.
One of the leaders of the Mages Union.
Does it look
Cole
like I
walks
care
back
about any of
to-
that?
Cole will walk back to Silex and say that exactly.
Silex like rubs the bridge of their nose and they like grab you by like one of like they grab you by your ear, Cole, and they like lean down and they whisper into it. They say, "We just seized a city. Do you think she won't notice?"
Good point. Hold that thought for a moment.
He lets go of you.
Yeah, Cole just walks over to River and then pulls his ear and he says, "You don't think she won't notice?"
River winces in pain because his ears were like the one thing that hurt him the
Eardrums
most.
blown.
Cole just grabs River's ears that just got healed from being blown the fuck out. And River's just like, ow! Let go! Right now!
Sorry, don't kill the messenger.
Fuck. Okay.
River's just gonna lay on the floor. He gives up.
Okay. Is Promise around?
Yes, she is.
Okay. Chains will go approach Promise. Yeah. What's she up to?
She's like sharpening her sword.
How's her mood? Or what's her mood? Just
Ooh, sour.
sharpen-
Sour mood. But she's not like angry at you guys. She's just like kind of stern. Like she's taking this seriously.
I think Chains will just be watching.
She-
Her sharpening her sword.
You see her like long ears kind of like flick a little bit, and she turns to you and she's like, "What do you want?" It's rude to stare, you know.
And then Chains tilts his head and just looks over and just like, so what are your plans now?
Well, obviously I can't go home yet. I hate to say it, but
Then,
I've got to finish what my brother started.
But what's that?
This war. This is my home too. I won't leave without seeing it free.
Then Chin just looks away, nods satisfyingly, and then says, "So what was he like?"
Who, Val?
Yeah. Before, you know.
She sighs. Protective. I'm sure he gave me away only to protect me in his eyes. Protect me from this war, protect me from people. He thought I would be safer with them, I imagine. But that's not the life I wanted to live. He was protective. Too much. Protective of us, protective of our people. He was a patriot. He always told me he would do whatever it would take to make our home free. And I see he took those words to heart. I didn't know he could do that. Transform like that.
Chains say silent, so you knew nothing about that.
No, that must have been after we parted ways.
It's nothing that the new god. You've never seen them do anything like that?
No, I've never spoken to the new god in person. I was just a follower.
Chain just nods.
She sighs, and she looks at you, Chains. The motives that the new god holds are just. It's just that the actions don't represent the cause. In all cases. You've only seen the bad and nothing of the good. I'm not going to undermine the chaos that the Ascension has caused. I'm not going to undermine the trouble that their followers have caused, but they've helped people. And I hate to be that kind of person, but she walks up to you, Chains, and she puts a hand on your shoulder. Do you really want to kill the new god, or have you just been fed with propaganda since the Ascension?
Chains looks up, to really thinking about it. He looks up and he says, "To be honest, I just want to understand what's going on.
A thirst for
I just
knowledge.
want to know more."
A thirst for knowledge, then. So you
And,
want to find out more before you make a conclusion.
He slight nods.
She smiles at that. I respect that. She pauses for a moment, and she looks at you. What god do you worship?
I forgot!
Do you want me to DM you? Do you want me to DM you who it is? Okay, I will send you. It's okay.
Wow.
It's okay, it's okay. Everything's okay. I'll send it in your log so you won't forget.
Yeah.
There you go.
The same god that my mother worshipped. And then he pauses. God, I forgot if I had Chains had something from.
You do have a symbol.
Okay, so he'll pull out that symbol and it's like the same god my mother worshipped, and then is it Ilmater?
Ilmater, yes.
Ilmater.
Her eyes
As you guys
widen.
pose it.
Her eyes widen slightly, and she, as you like pull out the symbol from your like pocket, she puts her hand over it, and she smiles at you, and she says, "Me too."
He returns a smile, and it says, and he just nods and just like in a more deeper bow, nod than he normally would.
It's very admirable that
No.
this is the kind of god you worship. I know you don't have many of your memories, but I imagine in your past life you worshipped the same god.
And I think she was like, I remember my mother being a devout follower, and her reasonings is that he pauses for the moment, feeling hesitating, trying to recall. I didn't agree with her before, but after seeing her suffer for others, I realized
She smiles.
what it all meant to her.
Yes. Us? We must free our people. We believe in the freedom of others. Keep that close. It will protect you. She smiles and she walks away.
And then Shane's just holds it and then I guess walks back to the group where Cole and River are.
River's just spread all over the floor, just like full on
Huddle mode.
huddle mode, basically. Like his hair is leaking and all that.
He has turned to goop.
River has basically turned his hair into not rushing river mode. It's just a puddle on
Shane's
the floor.
Shane's looks over to Cole and points at River. It's like, what's wrong with him?
What's up with that guy?
His ears took a lot of damage. And he turned into a puddle.
Chains pulls out his alchemy kit
Oh
and
my
starts
God!
mixing. Maybe I have a fix for this.
Are you going
Yeah.
to roll on the alchemy table? Are you serious?
Yeah, I'll roll into alchemy table and give it to River.
Make him a new pair of ears! Let's
Okay,
go!
okay. Let's roll.
Swear to God, if it's an explosion!
Let's roll, let's
Also,
roll.
while this is happening, what is Haname up to?
Yeah, what is Haname up to?
Yeah, what is Haname up
Yeah,
to?
what is Haname up to?
Yeah, Haname.
Yeah, Haname.
Man.
I
Yeah, you
just-
thought I forgot about you. No, I didn't.
Yeah,
I
you
just
thought you
imagine
were just
Cole
here for the
bouncing the
ride.
Haname. I'm sweating too. Oh man, I hate this heat so much.
Uh-oh.
Must suck to be on that coast.
Canes, you finish
Yeah.
making this little potion of yours. Sweet little potion of mine. It is like pitch black
Okay,
and like smoking from the top.
I'll take a smell. I'll try to analyze it.
Okay. Roll intelligence, please.
Oh wait, that's safe.
Yeah, not a save, just straight up intelligence. 16. Let me... Okay, Chains, you literally just brewed liquid fear. The target who it's like a smash potion, so you can like smash it on the ground. Keep in mind these only last for 1 minute, so you can't keep it for very long. They must make a con save, and on a failure they see their greatest fear and they become frightened.
Oh, that's fun.
Are you just gonna pour this on River?
That's fun.
Damage!
Yeah. Ooh, is that gonna fix his ears? Class.
Shane's looks over and is like, probably not. Do you think so? As he passes over to Cole.
Probably.
Yeah. I do want to try drinking all your juices that you make, but you know what? Since River really needs this, he like pours it on River.
River, could you please make a Constitution save?
This is how we get to know about River even more.
Bonding.
Yum,
11.
Tommies.
Con save. That is 100% a failure. I'm not even going to check Chains' proficiency modifiers because that is just a fail. River, you see your greatest fear. Like materialize out of the black smoke that was poured around you. As you breathe in, like, the red, like, the black smoke that came from the liquid.
River, how are your ears?
Yeah, can you hear me?
You're frightened, by the way. You guys are goofy, eh?
Do I see that he's afraid?
Oh, yeah!
Okay, I'm gonna rush over and I'm gonna cast heroism.
Okay. Okay. You are
There you go.
you are no longer frightened and your greatest fear dissipates into the black smoke.
What are you
doing?
doing?
We're trying to
Goodness
fix his
gracious.
ears.
He needed ears.
He needed ears.
So let him see a healer. Don't pour a black smoke toxin down his throat.
And then Jin just nods,
River
like,
eyes are as wide as saucers right now. Mouth agape. His face, it was usually like a light blue. It's almost white.
It's okay, it's gone now.
so it's a face changing spell. Okay.
Ah.
I mean, face changing.
And his hair,
Rapids.
no,
Frozen.
his hair
I
is
wanna hear
stands
this.
still.
Oh shit. Static
No movement.
static water.
Static water.
That's how you get
Oh.
mosquitoes.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool.
Oh.
River passes out.
You're not afraid anymore.
It
I
was
can't
enough
help
it was enough to scare him into passing out. But at least when he wakes up he won't be scared.
You also
Good
get
data.
6 temporary hit points.
Oh yay! Good data. Good data.
Yeah. So it worked. Okay.
Hmm.
What are you guys up
Yeah.
to now?
I don't know. What time of the day is it?
Well, you woke up pretty early in the morning. I'd say maybe 3 o'clock.
Okay.
You
I guess at
you
this point-
are really tired though. Oh, Chain's not you because
Yeah.
you're not real.
I'm not real.
Mm.
Well,
River's sleeping.
Yeah,
yeah.
you're sleeping.
Saving
I'm-
the day was tough. Goes to bed or sleep or whatever.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go look for ingredients to make up for that. last
Okay,
one.
roll survival. On nature. Survival or nature, your choice. Yeah, you find nothing really.
Okay. The price I pay.
The price to pay for fear gas.
Okay. I guess Chance has nothing to do for the rest of the day for whatever you guys want to do.
Well,
Wait, did we?
yeah,
I'm
you
gonna
can
take this time.
you can
to
have a
type
long
in my
rest.
logs.
you can have a long
See
rest.
You, Venus. I'm gonna
Okay.
type in my logs what River saw,
Okay.
just so you know for future reference.
Okay.
Oh, that's cool.
You guys can have a long rest.
Yeah.
Cool.
I
get
think
all my
we've been
spells back.
through a lot.
And I get my cruelty dice back. Yay!
I'm stretching. Okay. Wake up! Well, not you. Actually, shut up, wake up. Everyone aside from Russo, please get the fuck out of here. Go,
Oh,
go
okay.
to group chat, please. Thank you. Hi, sir. How you doing?
Yo,
How you feeling? Feeling good?
feeling good. It's too hot, but that's
Yeah,
besides the
yeah.
point. I'm doing good. Doing good.
Okay. Okay. We're switching things up today.
Mm-hmm.
We're changing the music. We're not going to the usual.
Oh.
We're doing this one. Chains. Hello.
Hello.
You find yourself in a quite unfamiliar place.
Mm.
You hear that ticking of the clock again. But you
Mm.
find yourself almost in a throne room. And you look around, and sitting upon that throne is Isabel.
Okay.
You have full control of your movement. You have all your weapons, all your gear. Everything is on you.
Okay. I'll approach I'll approach Isabel as close as I can, as I'm just looking around, and then to her.
She's holding something in her hand. It looks to be a mask.
What do you have there?
It's yours. She tosses it to you, and it like clatters against the floor.
Chance goes to pick it up. and he inspects it closely.
It's just basically a white mask. It has gold and green, like, paint underneath the eyes. And it has, like, the eyebrows marked with green paint. And it's almost like a masquerade mask. Like, it only covers the top half of the face.
He doesn't place it on his face yet, but he looks through the eye holes to Isabel, and then he tilts it away to get a clearer look at her and say, "What's this for?"
She shrugs. I don't know. You used to wear it all the time. She, like, inspects her nails and she, like, watches you.
And then he turns the mask around to look at it again. All the time, huh?
Mm-hmm. I never knew what it was for. Maybe you didn't want us to see your face. But I knew who you were.
Chain's eyes sternly look into hers and like, "Who I was? Who am I?"
She smiles. And she, like, leans forward, resting her chin on her hand. You are an evil, evil man, burden of chains. That's who you are. A monster.
Chains pauses. Monster? As he tilts his head? What do you mean?
She tilts her head, like leaning against her hand even more. You have killed so many people. So many. And you got a second chance at life. I wonder why that is. Why the gods smiled down on you, even though you're such a pitiful creature. I don't get it. She, like, leans forward now, no longer resting on her arm. What makes you so special?
Chain's putting the mask between her and his, peering through the eye holes of the mask, not letting it touch his face yet. And special? I don't think I'm special compared to anybody else.
She chuckles. Well, she definitely thought you were special, that is.
And then Chain shakes his head like, I killed people?
Oh yes, so many.
And then he leans his head back and tilts like, does it count if I don't remember? As he lets out a small smirk.
She points to your chest. Oh yes, it still counts. Because every person you've killed, all that guilt, all that shame, stored right here. And she taps your chest.
As she taps his chest, he puts the mask closer to his face. And it's just like, I don't know what you mean.
Oh, I know you don't. And that just makes it even more aggravating. I never understood you. Not you, not Ink, not Solstice. Not one of you did I understand. Ink thought she was doing all this for the right reasons, and then she died. She died because of it, because she tried to get out. She tried to help you get out. She was only with us for about 5 days before she realized it was too much for her, and she broke under the pressure. You, on the other hand, you were the most loyal of them all. You convinced Solstice to stay with us, while Ink stayed behind to protect your little sibling. I wonder if you're proud, happy that you did what you did. Oh, I wonder if Dove knew everything you've done, would they still love you? Would they still call you their brother? I don't think so. No one knows what you've done. Well, aside from us.
Don't you mean you? As he puts the mask aside again, and could you tell me what I've done?
Oh, I have.
I want to know.
You've killed a lot of people. Sacrifices. A lot of blood sacrifices, that is. Why do you think there's so much blood in here? And she gestures around her, and you see from the walls of this room, like, blood coming from the walls, like dripping down. Well, not dripping, pouring down into the ground. This is all the blood you've spilled. Not one of it, not one drop, is mine. All this blood comes from people that you've killed, Chains. Poison, stabbing, all of it. You went to no insane lengths, I would say, to get what you wanted. Which is why it disgusts me to see you now. You're not the same man I once knew. You're weak.
James,
Soft.
starts looking away.
Oh, you know it, don't you? I can see it behind your eyes. You know what you've done. You know
James keeps
everyone
walking
you've
for it.
killed. You may not have memory of it, but your soul, your psyche, it knows. It knows what you've done. So what, are you afraid?
He just looks down at the mask. To his side.
Are you afraid of knowing what you've done?
Hmm.
Or are you afraid you come back?
Chainsaw looks back to Isabel and tosses the mask off to the side and says, "No, I should be afraid, but no, I don't care. Even if Dove hates me, even if Dove wouldn't forgive me, it doesn't matter." He hesitates for a second and then looks into Isabel's like, "I need to know the truth. I need to know why I did it."
She leans forward again. The reason why is simple. To bring her back.
James tilts his head. "Who back?"
She smirks. And she points to the clock behind her. This is the source of the ticking. So?
Wait, what was the source of the taking?
The clock.
Was I supposed to
The
look at it?
massive
Oh, the
clock
clock.
behind her.
Oh, okay. So yeah, is it just a massive clock? Is there anything there? It's
It's
like, what about it?
It's a huge clock. It's very loud. It's
Yeah.
ticking loudly. And she pointed to it. That this
Yeah.
clock is the reason you killed all those people.
This clock?
Oh no.
Chance looks at it.
Oh no, no, no.
Uh.
She, like, clasps her hands together. And she smiles again. She will rise again, be it in a mortal body, but there is so much power stored in her being. You were meant to be her host, and you would give anything to get that back, wouldn't you?
Her host? Why? Who is she? I mean, like, I know Shane said that already, but it's just like, what is she?
Cadence.
And then Chains pauses for a moment, looking, just getting lost inside the clock. I can't even imagine why, what, or who.
Now is
And
not the
then-
time for you to know. I'm sure it'll come back to you in due time.
Then Chains looks at Isabel and's like, by the way, who are you?
You know very well who I am. I spoke to you before, do you not remember?
Chains nods. I recall.
No. Not at the party.
Hmm.
In the bunker?
Chains shakes his head. Bunker.
Oh, yes, I was
Change-
speaking through your ginger friend. But that was me.
You were controlling Solstice?
Oh, yes. That was all me. It was quite amusing to see all of you unsure if you wanted to kill him or not. In the end, I decided to let him go. It was too much effort, and I don't care enough to hold on to him. He was merely a puppet, and his use has been, well, fulfilled.
What do you even want from me?
You. We want you. Anywho, I've had enough of idle chit-chat. You'll remember when you wake up everything you've done. I wonder, will your little friends think of you any differently once they find out? Will they cast you out just like your family did when they found out? Oh, I'm surprised they kept it secret from Dove all this time. You know, I bet they hoped in resurrecting you that you would forget everything, that you wouldn't remember what you had done, and you wouldn't fall into the same tendencies and make all those sacrifices just to get what you wanted. Because after all, Chains, you are a selfish, selfish person. You have
Chains at this point just starts turning around and just starts walking away, waving.
Enjoy your new memories, puppet. As you walk out of the throne room and shut the doors behind you, they slam shut and you bolt upright on the floor because there are no beds. Okay, great.
Oh!
Oh, someone redeemed best seat. Yay!
What?
Congratulations on best seat. Congrats on best seat, Wolflake.
Man, I can't even
I mean,
comprehend what just
Hi.
happened.
I mean,
Something bad is about to happen. Burp.
Oh,
It was your
great.
bird.
It was
that
my
was
bad.
great.
Thank you.
Considering what we just talked about.
Okay, give me a second.
Uh,
I've got to find the music that I want. Which is hard because
Hi, Rizzo.
Hi, Ruzo.
Ruzo's not doing so hot.
Hi.
yeah.
Hi.
I know.
Team, music havers, can we please play some intense music? Not like
How
fighting
intense
music,
we
but like,
Yeah.
you know, like, oh fuck, something's happening, you know, kind of music.
Hey, Wolflake, good job. 10K.
10K gone, yay!
Okay, no, this is really cute.
What the?
Music team.
I'm working on it. Hang on.
It's okay.
I'm also trying.
Oh my god. Ruzo is typing. That's all I see when I open his logs. Ruzo is typing.
What's the vibe of something happening though? What's the
It's
feeling?
well, Chains is remembering something traumatic, we'll say that much.
Okay. I've got a music for this, so I just put it in here.
Yeah, put
and
it
then
in the link
plays.
and then click on it.
Okay. There we go. This should work.
Ooh.
Will it repeat?
It will repeat. I've toggled it on. Chains, you
No.
bolt upright from your place on the ground and you hear hushed whispers of Xerxes and Scale chatting.
Mm.
You wake up, your eyes darting around the room, and you see Promise kind of like sitting in the corner, wide awake. It's pitch black outside. And you feel it. Guilt. Shame. You feel a pit in your stomach. You remember. You have done some awful things.
Mm.
I won't say what they are.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't want the others to know until you tell them, but you feel immense guilt. You will never be able to take back what you did.
Okay. I got it.
The rest of your party
Nope.
are sleeping. They are asleep.
Yeah.
Insert sleepy bunny noises.
Anders snores like he's cutting down a rainforest with a chainsaw.
A classic dad moment.
Yes.
So what did you say? Who was talking, or are talking about?
Xerxes and Scale are talking hushed, and Promise is kind of like sitting off in like one of the corners just watching. She knows you're awake.
Okay.
It's almost as if Xerxes and Scale know you're awake too. They make eye contact with you, but they don't seem... None of them approach you or anything.
Okay, so Chains' hand is clutched to his chest. He's just... He takes a deep breath before realizing he doesn't need to. And he just pauses there for a moment. And then he looks at everyone sleeping. And just... Okay, just pause for a moment. The funny thing is like, at this moment, I feel like Chains just wants to run away.
Then do it.
Yeah. I think we could just have Chains just get up and just, like, leave the space and just go on a walk.
Everyone roll perception. Oh, Cole, you are dead asleep. Ooh. Nope, you're dead asleep, River.
Yours passed the fuck out.
Yeah, you conked. You're conked, bro. You are not there.
River is out. River is in a different plane of existence.
He's
Not
ascended.
literally, figuratively. He's in heaven.
Company? Perception? Ah.
Ah.
Oh yeah, no.
We're all dead tired.
Anders.
It was a long day.
You hear, like, the shuffling of Chains beside you, and you go, and you're awake. And you see him pull open the door to the shack and leave.
Hunter's mark.
Okay.
So I just whisper under my breath, "No hiding," and I.
Hunter's
Well,
mark.
it doesn't. Yeah, sorry. I just need to.
It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt.
Yeah, no. It makes me
Ow!
do more, but I'm
Just
just
kidding.
Ow! I've got to stiff back from sleeping on the floor. Owie. Okay. So, Chains. Where do you go?
What's the area like?
Empty. Fields as far as you can see. Other than the burnt down capital, of course.
Okay. How's the sky looking?
Dark. It's nighttime.
Moon out,
No.
stars.
There are stars, but there's no moon.
Shins will just keep walking away. Not really turning back, just hands clutched and yeah, he would just keep walking.
Man, I wish Cole would have woken up.
Yeah, he would have
Ah,
snooped, for sure.
ah.
River wouldn't have. If River woke up, he would have
Anders-
had a mental breakdown.
Anders quickly pulls out a piece of paper.
Mm-hmm.
Is the fire still going?
Oh, yeah.
He writes something down quickly and throws it into the fire.
Okay.
And then he wakes everyone up.
Huh? What? Hey! Good morning.
It's not morning. It's like midnight.
Huh?
Old mate's taking a walk.
Wait. Oh God. Not again. No. We cannot have. No, we can't. You. Never mind. And then Cole, without just saying anything, just runs after outside. the
Okay.
chains.
First, I need to roll a percentile dice. Because some things have lined up exactly how I wished. And now, everything's going to plan.
Venus,
What? Ooh,
Mm.
yes.
could I roll a wisdom saving throw to see whether River's anxiety is triggered by waking up or not?
Sure, if you want. If you want to, like, if anyone wants to, like, personally handicap themselves, by all means go for it. Just let me know what the roll's for.
River's anxiety is going like through the roof after what happened earlier.
Idiot.
So-
Stupid chains. Stupid Cole.
So basically, I'm gonna say River has to do like a wisdom saving throw,
Mhm.
and if it's
Why is-
a
Oh,
13 or
crumbs.
higher,
Yeah.
if it's a 13 or higher, he doesn't have anxiety.
Okay, sure.
He's good.
Oh,
Okay, he's good. He's
Dang.
alright. He's alright. Okay.
He's still pale, but he's fine.
He's feeling decent.
He's used to it because of this group.
Yeah, they are anxiety
Just like-
inducing. Okay.
Fine. River
Chains.
just walks out the door.
Before anyone reaches you, Chains, you've begun to walk through the fields. The rain, it's stopped long ago. Your footsteps, they're not stuck in mud anymore. It's still quite squelchy. Like, you feel the mud sink underneath every footstep you take. And you eventually find yourself on the edge of a hill, looking over a nearby path. And you feel a presence next to you. Will you turn and look?
Chains doesn't.
It's not a voice that you recognize. It's masculine. Hello there.
Yes. Chains pauses.
What's wrong?
Chains turns around with a big smile. Nothing. Nothing's wrong.
You see an unfamiliar figure as you turn. It looks to be just a regular person. Masculine. He's wearing, like, red robes.
Hmm.
And his hands are clasped in front of him. And he smiles at you. I think you're lying to me.
Chains continues to smile. It's like, but really, nothing's wrong at all.
He tilts his head. Our chains. You're hurting.
Chains' smile goes away. His eyes darken, and he turns around and he continues walking.
The figure walks with you. What happened?
So who are you?
He chuckles. I'm a friend. Don't worry.
Are you with them?
Them? He tilts his head. I'm not sure what you mean.
Chains looks up to this guy and says, I don't even know either.
You can talk if you need to. I'll listen. No judgment.
Chains pauses. Tell me about yourself first. And then he continues walking.
He smiles and he continues to walk beside you. I understand you expected something grand, but I will promise you the truth. I am only what time and circumstance made me. Brother of my worst enemy, friend to a fallen king. Some may tell you that we are the product of our choices. He looks at you, like, trying to gauge your reaction to this.
Chains has no reaction. His ears are, like, perked. Trying to understand.
He nods and he continues. I've never found that to be the case, personally. He waits as if expecting you to say something in response.
Chains just stays silent.
Are you upset?
I'm just trying to understand. That's all.
He nods. And it's silence for a moment as you continue to walk beside each other. I am a product of destiny, of fate.
Chains pauses to look at him and wants to investigate to see if he's even there.
Do you reach out to touch him?
Yeah.
He's there. You reach out
changes
and, like, touch the side of his arm. And he smiles at you in response. But I don't want that for anyone. Not anymore.
Chains nods. What do you want?
It's hard to put into words. Fate is cruel. Fate does nothing but bring people pain. If fate is what causes your friends, your family, the people you care for to die, then I would rather not believe in it.
Chains looks up at him, keeping eyes locked, and just says, I agree.
I'm glad. He puts a hand on your cheek and he says, Chains, I see your fate, and I don't want it any more than you do.
Can you break it?
I can try.
And then Chains silently closes his eyes. Please do.
Okay. I have little time left. He puts his hand drifts down from your cheek to your shoulder. I cannot stay much longer, but I will see you soon. And with that, the weight on your shoulder is gone, and you can no longer feel that presence. And with that, the rest of your party members approach. And is leading them. And Cole looks very much like he's about to snoop. As per usual.
Cole runs up to Chains, kind of shakes him. Hey, why'd you take off by yourself?
Yeah, Chains, in a softer smile, says, "I feel like going on a walk. I'm surprised to see you guys all up."
Don't worry about that. Listen, is something weird happening to you again? I don't want what happened last time to happen to you again.
Chains. Strangely enough, despite all the guilt, all the shame that pulls in your stomach, you feel strangely calm, at peace. As if all your worries have melted away. Just from that chat with that person, whomever he may be.
Chains looks down to Cole, and then says, with a soft smile, "Sorry for worrying you guys, but my memories caught up to me, and I just needed to walk them off."
Cole kind of let's go of Chains. Worried? Okay, you're getting ahead of yourself. But you said your memories? Are you remember? Did you remember more stuff?
Chains shrugs as he starts walking back towards the camp. I guess, is that what it is? Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically a hideout.
Yeah. Chains starts at a steady pace, slow pace, walks back to the camp and just shrugs.
Oh, follows. You know you can tell me. Listen, I know we don't talk as much, but I need you to trust me.
So, is Cole and Chains right next to each other?
Yeah, Chains is starting to walk back and Cole's basically chasing after him, trying to get him to stop, I imagine, to talk.
Mm-hmm.
River is going to clear his throat at the two. Say, ahem. Chains and Cole?
Yeah?
Chains just responds with a soft smile.
River looks angry. And River is going to cast Create or Destroy Water for his one a day that he has as a Genasi.
Okay.
He's going to create 10 gallons of water right above their heads.
Okay. You guys are splashed with water.
You guys are drenched.
Mm-hmm.
Chain just
You're making me laugh now. He's a cat, he can't shake himself like a dog.
Chains is not too phased by it, but he has a big smile.
Don't ever test your potions on me again. I mean it. Otherwise, next time it won't just be a little bit of water, it'll be a freaking tidal wave.
Chains pulls out, like, motioning as if he was noting something, but not actually noting something, and then nods.
You too, Cole. Got it?
Understood, but I was in the middle of something. Listen, he's still drenched, like he's like completely wet, and he's like not letting go of this. That last time really scared the heck out of him, and he's worried that like Chains is hiding something, and he knows he has enough emotional intelligence to understand that like Chains is not trying to burden people, so because he does the same thing.
Hey, it's the name of Chains. Burden of Chains.
So Cole once again goes, listen, I know I'm not the brightest, but I will help you, no matter what it is.
Before Chains turns to Cole, it was inspecting River's ears, and then just like, glad that worked out. And then looks over to Cole, and then, well, what do you want to know?
What you remembered? What? I don't want you to go through this alone. We're a party.
Shane's face returns back to the soft smile and looks at Cole, and I'm not really too sure on my memories, but I suspect that I've killed a lot of people in the name of bringing back a god? A clock? I'm not too sure.
Can I insight check this?
Yeah, sure. What are you inciting it for, though?
Like, why is he smiling?
Chains, roll deception.
Mm.
You don't know.
Which sucks, because I'm really good at insight, and you're really bad at deception. But we both keep rolling very... you roll very well, and I roll poorly. Which is
Dice
hilarious.
gods have spoken.
Oh, God.
Um,
Dice gods have spoken.
okay, so
We have a wet bunny and cat boy
Arguing.
arguing.
So, you killed people because of a god or a clock?
Shane shrugs. Something like that, I guess.
But
Anime
listen.
says you guess.
Yeah, Chains. From what I know, I've known from you, you saved that man back in that situation with the fog. There was something. You can't just kill people. There has to be a reason.
Chains mimics like holding something in his hand, and he presses it against his face and then slides his hand down. And it's just trying to motion this like he's putting on a mask. It's like, how do I know that the me in the past and the me now are even the same?
Do not judge the sins of the father for the son. The only person who can choose who is them in the past and who is them now, who is you in the past and who is you. You're the one who weaves your own fate at the end of the day.
Chains responds by flicking the fake mask off his off him into the air, and just like, yeah, I don't know who I was back then, and I do want to know who I was back then and why I did all those things, and I know I did them. And I know that the me now and the me then are different people, but what if the me back then comes back?
Then you deal with it then.
Chains looks over to Anders and smells. Indeed.
But I don't care about the you in the past. I care about the you in the present. I don't want to see you hurt, Chains.
Chain shrugs. Am I hurt right now?
Not all scars are visible.
Chains presses his hand to his own chest, and I feel really good right now. I feel like I have finally obtained control over my own fate as he grasps his hand into a fist.
Cole isn't convinced. Cole looks at kind of like his party, kind of like he's really freaked out because that's seen the one time where he saw Chains all bloodied and suddenly him disappearing out of while they were sleeping again. It just he's left unnerved.
Oh, Venus, what was it? Cadence?
Cadence.
Okay. So Chains will just be like, well, if you guys want to help me, if you know anything about, and then Chains just shrugs, Cadence.
Haname, I want you to roll history. Upon hearing that name, please roll history.
Oh,
Haname. Uh-oh. You know, some vague things about this. This has, from day one, Chains' whole situation has sounded weird. Losing memories, gaining them. A red needle. This is odd. You think back at all of your teachings. You studied a lot about gods, goddesses, eldritch things back in the day. It was your father's teachings. He wanted you to become a paladin, so he taught you all about the gods, all across Kalena. Cadence is a long dead god, the goddess of time and tempo. Not much is known about her. If she was a good god, a bad god, or if she even really did much to begin with. But she died a long time ago. And by a long time ago, I mean before your grandparents were born. And I know some of y'all live forever, so that's saying something. A long time ago. Probably 1,000 years. Not much is known about her. But you do recognize the name.
Okay.
Well, Haname
I
has...
assume all that information.
Will you share that information? Okay. You will explain this to Chains and the rest of the party. So you guys know what I just told Haname.
Okay. Chains concurs with like, that explains the clock. And I know the past me, apparently. And wanted to kill people to revive her. And I don't know why I wanted that. I don't even know if this is even true that I wanted that.
you wanted to bring back the goddess of time and tempo. Why would you want to do that?
Chain shrugs. No clue at all.
Find
The
it
past me
ironic.
knows.
You're a man who wants to change his fate. Talking about your past and who you want to become and who you don't want to become. And then a goddess of time is who you're reviving. Strange.
Chains looks off to the distance, like, I don't know what any of this means. But... And then Chains looks over to Haname. Thank you for giving me some answers.
Are you in some sort of cult?
Okay. That's a topic for another night. Now, you two stand next to each other. Got it? River's looking at Cole and Chains.
Chains just goes along with it.
Yeah. So that's cool. I'm like, okay.
Not a shower?
No. This is so that you can go back inside without being sopping wet. River is going to cast Gust of Wind
Oh my god.
downwards
Blow dry.
to blow dry them.
You guys become puffballs.
They must make a strength saving throw.
Yes. Make a strength saving throw. I'd be surprised if Cole doesn't succeed this.
So they have to get 15 or higher.
Oh, Cole.
The
Cole.
dice gods have spoken!
Cole, you splat. You splat against the floor. But you are dry.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, Cole is like, huh? What is your problem? Listen. Fine.
Cole.
I deserve
Chains
this.
looks down to Cole and just like flexes his arm.
You're puffball.
What?
You're both puff.
Cole,
Don't taunt me after I just worried for you. He's
Uh,
like angry with like his face literally looking like a cotton ball.
Chains tilts his head and is like, you were worried about me?
Cole just gets up. He's like, you know what? I'm really sleepy. I'm gonna go to bed.
also, Cole, that whole splat to the ground was payback for actually dumping that potion on me.
Oh.
Yeah. Don't do something like that again without my permission. And then River just sort of like flips his hair, which is in a torrent right now, and walks inside.
Listen, I was trying to help. I was trying to give you ears, okay?
I had ears, not fears, until you put that potion on me.
I may not be the brightest, but
Yeah,
you
you're
guys
right.
don't even understand that I was just trying to help.
Oh, I understand. You had a good intention.
All I
But
want
it
to do
wasn't
is
good.
help. Well, you know what? I'm sorry, he says angrily, and then like just storms off.
River just walks back inside.
It's for you.
Okay. That was great. Alright.
Yeah.
I think that is a good point to end this evening's session. What do you guys think? What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like
Whoa,
yeah,
3 hours passed?
Yes.
3
What the
hours have
heck?
passed. 3 hours
Doesn't
has
feel
passed.
like it.
That went so fast.
Yeah.
That means we had fun.
Yeah,
We had such a good time.
time flies when you're having
Wow.
fun.
And Percy
This
will
is
return to
amazing.
us hopefully next week.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Oh,
Soldiers
Chris would have
replied
loved to be a part of
him,
that.
Come back, you silly duffer.
Alrighty. Well, anyone got any raid suggestions?
Diz is streaming.
Diz. Why is Diz not in my
Diz.
followed? Maybe it's because I haven't refreshed. Give me a second. Oh my
What
god.
about-
Diz Slime is streaming. Diz. Let me look.
What
Diz
should be a raid
slime.
message?
Okay. Raid message. Let's do.
Wet bunny raid.
No, let's do. Memory raid.
Memory raid.
Memory
Wait,
raid.
let's- I
Wet
feel like
memories.
What were you saying,
I
Liam?
feel like maybe one of the things that really jumped out to me in that ending part was I see your fate and I don't want it any more than you do.
Oh yeah, I'm
Maybe
glad
that-
that someone thinks that's weird. What about Fate Raid? Fate Raid. Fate Raid.
Fate raid.
Fate raid!
Oh, good point. Good point.
Okay.
Raid.
We're gonna raid Diz Slime. Everyone spam Fate Raid! Fate Raid!
Fate raid.
Fate Raid! Get ready! Fate Raid! Thanks for joining us today, everyone. It was very fun, but we'll see you